Hi everyone, let's talk about the triads of C minor. Triads are chords with only 3 notes in it. These triads are built with scale notes, the notes of C minor. The C refers to the key of C. It means the scale starts with the note C. And the minor refers to the minor mode. The minor mode dictates that between the second and the third note of your scale there should be a semitone, and between the 5th and the 6th note there should be a semitone too. Between all the other notes there should be a whole note distance, so 2 semitones. Let's have a look at that. This is the scale of C minor. C, D, E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat, C. You can give those notes a number: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Between 1 and 2, semitone, semitone, that's a whole tone. Perfect. Between 2 and 3 should be a semitone up, so I'm not going to jump to the E, no. I'm jumping to the E flat, so C, D, and then between 2 and 3, only a semitone difference. And then 3, 4, because semitone, semitone. 4, 5, and between 5 and 6, there should be only a semitone. You see that? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7 and 8. Let's have a look at it again. I'm playing a white key, a white key, a black key. White key, black key, a white key. So this scale has 3 black keys in it: the E flat, A flat, and B flat. These triads, these chords are built with the scale notes. How do we do it? I play the C, skip the D. I play the E flat, skip the F, play the G. The first triad is the C minor triad, and it contains the notes. It's built with the notes C, E flat, and G. Have a look. The distance between C and E flat is a minor third. That's 3 semitones. So 1, 2, 3. Between the C and the G, it's a perfect 5th. So the distance between those 2 notes is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 semitones. Minor third, perfect 5th. Let's have a look at some other minor chords. The chord of the 4th degree and the chord of the 5th degree, you can see the degrees here, are also minor chords. So when we talk about chords, we say degree. When we talk about notes of the scale, we just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the chord of the 4th degree is the F minor chord. It's built with a minor third and a perfect 5th. The chord of the 5th degree, G minor, is built with a minor third and a perfect 5th. So these 3 triads, the minor triads, are built with a minor third and then a perfect 5th. They're constructed the same way. Let's have a look at another type of chord. On the 3rd degree and on the 6th degree, we have a major triad. The major is implied, we don't say it. Only when it's minor we say it, but when it's major we don't say it. So we just say the triad E flat or the chord E flat, and we say the triad A flat or the chord A flat. This chord is built with a major third and then a perfect 5th. Let's have a look. E flat, a major third is 4 semitones, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the 2nd note. And then I need a perfect 5th, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is the chord E flat. The chord A flat is built with a major third and with a perfect fifth. Then we still got this chord over here. It's the B flat 7th chord. The B flat is constructed the same way as the A flat or the E flat. This means first we have a major third, then we have a perfect fifth, and then we can add on top of it, and then the chord becomes a different type of chord, we can add a minor 7th. The name of the chord is B flat 7, and it's built with a minor 7th interval. Intervals are distances between two notes. Major third interval, perfect fifth interval, minor 7th interval. You can also, if you're in doubt, do it with the semitones. So the distance from the B flat to the A flat is 10 semitones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I arrive here. Alright, there is one type of chord left, and that's the D minor flat 5 chord. D minor, you already know what that means. It means that the first interval is going to be a minor third. And indeed, D to F is a minor third. 1, 2, 3 semitones. And then they say I should go for a diminished fifth, and that's 6 semitones up. So if this is my D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then this note is the diminished fifth. These are my notes of the chord D minor flat 5. The chord would be called D minor if I would play it like this, but I'm not allowed to play it like this. The A should be an A flat, because I'm using the scale notes to build the chords with. I'm playing the D, skipping the E flat, I'm playing the F, skipping the G, and then I've got to play A flat. So these are the notes of my chord, D minor flat 5. Let's have a look at a chord progression. Very oftenly, we go from the home chord. This is called the home chord. If your song is finished, your C minor song is finished, the last note you're going to sing or play will be the C, and the last chord will be the C minor chord. Very likely that's going to be the case. So that's why we call it the home chord. This is the dominant, and the dominant leads back to the home chord. So the moment I play B flat 7, I will very likely play the C minor again. So that's why it became a chord progression. A chord progression is chords in a certain order that you might play them. A lot of other people have played them in that order, and then they started to call it a chord progression. So C minor, B minor 7, going back to C minor. That's a very well-known chord progression. If you're going to create a song in C minor and you only want to use 2 chords, these are your 2 chords. Another chord progression is the 6th degree to the 7th degree to the 1st degree. That's the chord A flat to the chord B flat 7 to the C minor chord. And look, you can put this in loop, isn't it? So A flat, B flat, C flat, and you do it over again and again and again. So you can create a whole song. If you're going to create a song in C minor and you're going to use only 3 chords, these might very well be the 3 chords you're going to use. A lot of people did that before you. So you can't be very original when it comes to chord progressions. The originality What makes your song unique depends on your melody. But let's have a look. There is another minor. There's another C minor, and it's called the C harmonic minor. What's that exactly? It has to do with major. This is the scale of C major. The home chord of C major is the C chord, and the dominant is the G 7th chord. These chords were played so often that people wanted a dominant chord here on the 5th degree. And as you can see here in the C natural minor scale, there is a G minor chord on the 5th degree. People didn't want that. They said, where is the dominant? They wanted a dominant chord here, right here on the 5th degree. So what did they do? They changed the scale of C natural minor. So C, D, E flat, F, G, A flat, and then they changed this B flat into a B. And that's the scale of C harmonic minor. They changed the B flat into a B, so the G minor chord would be a G chord, and this chord could be used as a dominant leading to the chord C minor. That's a weird situation, isn't it? That people were so used to having on the 5th degree a dominant chord in the key of C major that they wanted a dominant chord on the 5th degree that would lead to the C minor chord too. Let's have a look now, because it changes things. Now we have no B flat here, but a normal B, a natural B, and all these triads are formed with scale notes. So let's have a look which chords are affected by the fact that we don't have a B flat here. First of all, the C minor chord stays the same because there's no B or B flat in that chord. The D minor flat 5 chord stays the same. But this chord, the E flat chord, is affected by it, because normally the E flat chord would be an E flat, a G, and then a B flat, but I'm not allowed to play this anymore. I have to play the B. This chord is constructed with a major third and then an augmented fifth. Have a look. An augmented fifth is 8 semitones. So if this is my E flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's called the chord E flat sharp 5 or E flat plus. That's the same thing. The plus and the sharp 5 is the same thing. Then another chord that's affected by it, everyone wanted this, is the G chord. It's not a G minor chord anymore. I'm not going to play the B flat. I'm going to play the B. And if you play the 7th behind it, it becomes a dominant chord, a dominant 7th chord. The last chord that is affected by it is the chord of the 7th degree. In the natural minor, this was a B flat 7th chord. It was a dominant chord and now it's gone. So by creating a dominant on the 5th degree, by changing the scale, this dominant on the 7th degree has got lost. It's gone. Now you have again the notes B, D, and F, which is a B minor flat 5 chord. It's a minor third and a diminished fifth on top of it. So that's 6 semitones. Of course, people were not satisfied, still not satisfied. Now they have this dominant chord here on the 5th degree, but they wanted this dominant back. So what did they do? They thought, why not take all the chords of the C minor? So we're going to take all these chords, but only on the 5th degree, we are going to create 2 options. So have a look. This is C natural minor combined with the C harmonic minor. All the chords you're seeing over here are chords from the natural minor, except for this one. They said, okay, when we're creating a song in C minor, we can use the G minor, but if we don't feel like it, if we would prefer to play a dominant chord here, we're just going to do it. And then you have two dominant chords. You have a dominant chord on the 7th degree, and if you like, you could have a dominant chord on the 5th degree too, and those dominant chords are going to lead to the home chord. So if I play G7, very likely I'm going to play the home chord behind it. And if I play the B flat 7th chord, I'm very likely going to play the C minor chord behind it too. So two dominant chords pointing to the home chord. Is this actually used a lot? The combination of natural minor with this dominant of the harmonic minor. Yes, it's used a lot. Let's have a look at My Funny Valentine, a song in C minor. And we're going to concentrate on the dominant chords. Have a look here. G7. That's the dominant of the harmonic minor. And let's have a look over here. You see that B flat 7. That's the dominant chord of the natural minor. And then in the chorus, they use G minor. So then they use the 5th degree of the natural minor, which is the chord G minor. I will show you again. So if we are in the natural minor, then we have on the 5th degree this minor chord, and we have the dominant on the 7th degree. If we are in the harmonic minor, we have that dominant over here. So that song, My Funny Valentine, is using a combination of natural minor and harmonic minor. Rolling in the Deep by Adele does the same thing. Let's have a look. You can see here the B flat chord, which is the dominant of the natural minor. Then she switches to the 5th degree of the natural minor, which is the G minor chord. So we are in natural minor, but then suddenly she changes this G minor chord into a G chord, which is the dominant of the harmonic minor. So this is the 7th degree, this is the 5th degree, and this is also the 5th degree, but the 5th degree of the harmonic minor. So if you're going to create a song in minor, in C minor, you're very likely going to use a combination. You're going to use all the chords of the natural minor and probably the extra option, the 5th degree, the dominant chord of the harmonic minor. All right, that's it.